Hello. So today we're going to be working on some glass blocks that you put the lights inside and you decorate the outside. And I'm just going to show you my take on it. I'm going to start off by telling you that they have glass blocks that you drill your own hole. And they have glass blocks that have a big hole in the top, a big oblong hole. Now, I had planned this video like 2 years ago, so I can't really remember the price. I got mine at Home Depot, I believe, and I paid like $5.50 a piece, and I think the ones with the holes in them were $7. So it's about a $2 difference. In my experience, that $2 is well worth it. But if you follow my channel, you know I'm a cheapskate. I'm always trying to figure out how to do everything very inexpensive, and I try to bring videos to you to show you things that you generally have around your house or what have you, so it's inexpensive craft. Just pay the $2 in my opinion. But anyway, this is what I did to put the hole in mine. At the time I was living in Port Aransas, and so really it had to be like a year ago. I went to the local hardware store, and there was a little guy there that no matter what project I had, I would come and say, hey, I want to do this. What do I need for that? And he went straight to this drill bit. He told me, if you're drilling holes in those glass blocks, this will work. Does a great job. It's going to show it backwards. This was a Bosch glass and tile bit, 3/8 inch. And it looks like this. Seemed like it was pretty straightforward. I've had this drill bit laying there haunting me. Do the video. So lately I've been getting in the Christmas spirit early, and most of my Christmas gifts this year, like a lot of people, are going to be handmade items. So I've got to get started early to get these crafts done. So I got it out. I was all excited. I was going to put this video out like 2 weeks ago. It took me 3 days to drill a hole in one block. You've got to put it under water and have the water dripping while you're drilling. And you're not supposed to put pressure on it. You're just supposed to let the drill bit do its thing. I ended up putting pressure because at that point, 3 days later, trying to get this hole, because I would have to stop and recharge my drill. Then I would have to stop because my hand was cramped up. It was just a fiasco. But anyway, I ended up putting pressure on it and finally got it to go through. So I'm making 2 of them, one for my daughter and one for my daughter-in-law. Well, the second block, I didn't realize when I bought it, had a big chip in the corner. So I thought, great, I'll drill my hole right there, and it ought to go through really quick because, you know, I'm halfway through the glass. It still was hard to get the hole through, but that one only took me about an hour and a half. So if your time is valuable, spend that $2 extra. If I do any more of these, which I may, I'm definitely getting the one with the hole already drilled inside. And also I was thinking, if you get the one with the hole drilled inside, how cool would it be to fill it up, since you'd have a huge hole, fill it up with like the glitter flakes. I had mine out so I could show you, but it's like big giant glitter flakes. You could fill it, you know, about a third full, and then fill it with water, seal up that hole, and instead of putting lights, it could be a giant water globe. And put your decorations on the front. Or even with that big hole, you could lower some little items down in there and glue them to the bottom, then fill it up. So that was just a thought I had about that, but I'm not going to do that today. What I am going to do is, now you don't need a Cricut machine for this. In fact, I used to have a Cricut and I never used it, and so I finally sold it. But all I did was buy this big multi-pack it's a bunch of different colors, and it was called Permanent Adhesive Backed Vinyl Paper. And I got mine on Amazon. I don't remember because, like I said, it's been a while back that I was planning this. It was fairly cheap. I want to say like $11 or $12, and it's like 50 piece, and it's tons of different colors, so you can make all kinds of scenes with it. But anyhow, so I'm going to do gingerbread men for one of mine. And so there was no brown or tan, but there's this pretty gold color. Hang on, Jeffrey needs to go out. Okay, he just needed a treat. For some reason when I talk, like when I'm on the phone, he thinks he's like a little kid. He needs to get a treat. Because I'm not paying attention. He knows I'll just say, here, have a treat. Anyway, so let's get started. So what I did was, I went online and I printed out a couple different little gingerbread to give me an idea to work with. And I used this guy's shape for one of the gingerbreads. I'm doing a boy and a girl. And so I used his shape, and then I just cut a little extra. Here was him. And then I cut him again, but I added a little extra for a dress, which I should have gone all the way across the crotch here, but I've got a plan for that. So those are my two little people. And what I'm going to do is, let me turn it around so you can see. I'm going to have the little girl. There's going to be a Christmas tree in the background. And the little boy. And I am using, I love these gems. I have tons of them, and every time I do a project, they're always calling me. So I thought about these for ornaments on the tree, but I'm not sure yet. I also have a lot of gems like this that just need to be glued on. They don't have a backing. So I had these here, and I thought perfect for, you know how they have the little squigglies? So I was going to use, just cut off the circles and use the squigglies, but I kind of like the circles for the little girl. So I have it like this for her. Just to make her a little jazzier than the boy. So this is going to be my daughter-in-law. And then I used one of the squiggles for the mouth. And I had these heart-shaped gems that are going to be like the little roses of the cheeks. There. And then for my son, he's just going to get the same little squiggle, but I'm going to take off the circle. So he's just going to have a plain thing like so. And then I had these little gems, so I'm going to take the blue dots out for the eyes, or maybe the clear. I like to cut them out and lay it on here and see what it looks like, and then decide between the two. Okay, so I got it completed. A couple things. I probably should have used a different color for the tree because it doesn't show up so great. But the major issue is my lights don't work. So I ran to the store to see if the, you know, I live in a really small town, don't have much for shopping. Checked with the little store and they don't have any lights. So I'm going to sit it up here in the window just so you can get an idea. But first, this is what it looks like. Hey, I just figured out that I had some fairy lights that were still good. So I just put those in there just so you can get an idea. And I've got my little burlap hanger ribbon. There's my little ribbon. And here's the little fairy lights. So that is my video for today. See you next Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.